You know, the more dumb things you've done in your life, the more you experience grace. And the longer you live, the more you experience grace. And then the easier it is when someone that you know or even don't know crashes due to stupidity, the easier it is to extend grace. You know, when I was in my 20s, I was the biggest Pharisee on the planet. Can you imagine me as a Pharisee? I mean, because I'm a rule keeper. Y'all know I got my rules. I tell you what the rules are. You do the rules. There's principles for handling money that work, and when you do them, they work, and when you don't do them, they don't work. And so don't even ask me about it. Just do them, right? I mean, you know how I am about that. But can you imagine in your personal life? Wow. Have you ever done something really dumb, and you just wake up feeling like the fool that you are? I guarantee you I have. I'll guarantee you I have. I have a Ph.D. in D.U.M.B. You know, I had one of my detractors, and there are many of them on the web, especially these days, and I think a lot of them use Twitter as a hobby. But saying the other day that, so Ramsey, what are your qualifications for teaching what you teach? You're not qualified. Yeah, right. Yeah, I see all the scars, buddy. I got a Ph.D. in D.U.M.B., man. I've done it all. I have made every stupid mistake that can be made, except I never bought a timeshare. That's the one I haven't done. But I think I've done every one of the other ones that was dumb. I mean, credit card, man, I had them. I used to get credit cards to get credit cards. Literally, I got credit cards to get credit cards. I would buy subscriptions to financial magazines because they would sell their lists to pre-approved credit card companies, and I would get pre-approved credit cards. I was an expert at getting pre-approved. I had a bazillion credit cards. I actually bought several houses on credit cards. I used credit cards to buy a house one time. I was buying and selling real estate, and this idiot in one of these zero down financial or zero down real estate weekend seminars convinced me and the rest of the audience, or some of the rest of the audience, that you could, buy a house on a credit card. So I did it. I went and got enough credit cards. I bought a house on a credit card. A series of credit cards. Just took cash advances on them, closed on the house. That's how dumb I am. I better say it differently. That's how dumb I was. And the idiot teaching that thing, the only bigger idiot was the one in the room, me. He was stupid for teaching it, but I was dumber than him. I actually went and did it. I tried to lease a car one time. Y'all remember those old cars? I don't even know if they make them anymore. Peugeot, a French car. I don't know what was wrong with me. I'd lost my mind, I think, and I decided I needed a Peugeot. So I tried to lease a Peugeot, and they laughed me out of there because they pulled up my credit and saw, that I had millions of dollars borrowed on all these houses and all these credit cards to buy houses and all this stuff I was doing. And they're like, dude, the last thing you need is another payment. And I went, dude, I got payments. That's why I got money. I'm rich. And they're like, yeah. They basically ran me off the car lot. And I ended up talking my banker into loaning me money to buy a Jaguar. And so that was the difference. That's how stupid I was. Man, I've done so many stupid things with money. I actually, when I got out of school, one of Sharon's she was a fraternity, or what do you call it, little sister to a fraternity. So this fraternity guy that she knew came and called on us and sold us a whole life insurance policy. I bought a whole life policy, y'all. That's how dumb I am. I had credit cards. I had car loans. I had a boat loan. I borrow on anything, man. And then I lost everything because of that. I was foreclosed on. I was sued. I was sued so many times. The little guy bringing the lawsuit papers were like on a first name basis with the old boy. I mean, I was sued and sued. And I didn't just go down. I went down in flames. I went down so the fire was so big it made the newspaper. Boy wonder child, 20-something millionaire goes broke. You talk about being shamed and then ashamed, being humiliated and then being humble. You ever been there? Maybe you didn't have to go down that big. Maybe you weren't as stupid as I was. But you've done some stupid stuff too. The question this show's about is, what are you going to do with the mess you made? What's the next chapter in your book? Are you going to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result? Are you going to keep eating like you're eating and expecting your waistline to change? Are you going to keep spending like you're spending, not communicating with your spouse, leasing cars, using a stupid credit card, buying whole life policies and timeshares, and then scratching your head and wondering why in the richest country in the world you're still freaking broke? Are you going to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result? The 12-steppers say that's the definition of insanity. You keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. You plant corn. Don't be shocked corn grows. Look at that. Where'd that corn come from? You dummy, you put it in the ground. You plant poison, you know what grows? Poison. Don't be shocked. Where'd that come from? You planted it. The Bible says we reap what we sow. That's all that means. We live in a cause and effect world. When you go around doing stupid, your life's going to look desperate and broke all the time, and your life's going to look like a dad blame country song. I know. I've been that country song. I know exactly what it looks like. Keep the dog out of the street. He's going to get hit next. I mean, there's something going on out here. A three-legged dog named Lucky. I mean, really, seriously. But we live our lives this way, and you walk around acting like everything's okay, carrying that purse, wearing those shoes, driving that car, going on that vacation, and you're just plain stupid. And inside, you know it. The thing is, I'm trying to tell you, you're not any different than anybody else. Most people are stupid when it comes to money. That's why most people are broke. They look good. They're driving nice stuff that they can't afford. They're going on vacations they can't afford. They're living in a place they can't afford. They eat out every freaking night like they don't have a stove. At least learn to use a dad blame microwave. I mean, seriously, when are you going to change? You work your whole life for what? An illusion? A facade? Why don't you work your life right and become wealthy? You make enough money to become wealthy, but you got to take stupid out of the equation, and you got to take faking it out of the equation. One of the biggest benefits of me going broke was I no longer care what you think. It's really freeing. I drive a really nice car now. Some people don't like that. I don't care. When I was driving a junk car, people made fun of that. I don't care. I don't drive a car for you. I drive a car for me. You ain't riding in my car, so shut up. When you don't care what people think, it changes everything, you guys. So what are you going to do about you? So you can win. You got this. But you got to stop the stupid. It's time to unplug it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.
You can do this. You know, that really is the message. Whether you've got $270,000 in student loan debt or $27,000, whether you've got a $50,000 income or a $500,000 income,